Peace, everyone. I hope you are all having a nice day. Today, I'm going to share a very helpful trick with you guys that has proved to be a game changer for me and has so far made my life a whole lot easier. I really hope, with the bottom of my heart, that it will work for you guys too and make your life easier as well. So, this trick or life hack or whatever you want to call it is essentially about remembering stuff. Now, we all are able to remember important things like work, the names of our friends, and other important day to day tasks and stuff. But more often than not, we forget trivial tasks such as picking up something while we are commuting to work. Obviously, at that time, you are preoccupied with work and other stuff, and you will never be able to remind yourself to get that particular thing from the shop. But don't worry because I'm here to help. Now, I'll share some examples and anecdotes, but first, let me drive this home to you that this trick will not help you in memorizing books or learning a large amount of information for a test. As I said earlier, it helps in other simple stuff. For example, let's say your mom has asked you to get medicines or something else for her while you are on your way to work. Now, obviously, you can put that on your phone's notepad or to do list, but what if you don't have your phone on you? And besides, depending on your phone that much isn't healthy. So, before I explain how this trick works, first let me just assure you that this trick actually works 100%, and furthermore, it was discovered by me probably in 2022, and I've been using it on a daily basis ever since. Now, let me give you a couple of examples so that you better understand how this trick works. Imagine you are taking a stroll and you buy some snacks, and you are like me, you record your expenses no matter big or small, but you don't have your phone with you. What a coincidence, right? Anyway, now the chances are you will forget this expense by the time you get home. Obviously, I mean, we are so busy nowadays thinking about work and other important stuff in our lives, and it's hard to remember trivial stuff like small expenses and whatnot. So the way this trick works is that you have to do anything unusual, which will basically remind you of that expense. What I mean by that is that you can unfasten one of the buttons of your shirt, or maybe if you always put something in your left pocket, put it in your right pocket, or anything that will strike you as unusual. When you will get home and notice the unfastened button, you will probably be confused for a short time. Like, why is my shirt's button not fastened? But then that will remind you of that expense that you wanted to put on your money manager app or anything else that you wanted to remember. I actually do this all the time. Sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night and remember something that I have to do the following day, or I get an idea for something. And then I simply make use of this trick. I don't even bother getting out of the bed. I just do simple things while I'm half awake, like turning one of my socks inside out, or I put something under my pillow. And the next day, I wake up and see the socks or something under my pillow. I immediately remember the idea or the thing that I wanted to do. Here is a personal story. The other week, my mom asked me to get her medicines, and I just couldn't be bothered to go to the medical store specifically for that purpose because the store is like 10 minutes walk away. So I just told my mom that I'll pick it up when I'll pass the store tomorrow. And I passed medical stores for an entire week or so, and my mom would remind me every single day, but I forgot every time. So one day I made use of this effective life hack. I opened the middle button of my shirt, which is unusual for me because I never do that. So when I was in the vicinity of a medical store for some other reasons, I noticed the shirt out of the corner of my eyes. And that instantly reminded me that I have to get the medicines for my mom. If I had not utilized that trick, I would have in all probability forgotten that I have to buy the medicines. Now I just want to share one more story and then I'll wrap up. So a couple of months ago, I borrowed a book from a library in my university, and after I was done with it, I had to return it, before it's overdue. But I would go to university every day and I would always end up forgetting to return the book. Sometimes I would leave it at home and sometimes I would even take it with me in my bag, but I always forgot to return it. So I made use of this trick, and you know what I did? I swapped around the things in my bag and I put my phone in the bag instead of my pocket for good measure. The next day I go to university, and after my class was dismissed, I needed my phone for some reason, and so I felt for it in my pocket, and it wasn't there, which sort of freaked me out a little bit. But then I called to mind that I put it in my bag because I wanted to remind myself that I have to return the book to the library, and so I did. So I hope this video is making sense because it's my first video where I'm speaking and sharing a life hack like this one, but it has helped me a lot, like I've said before, and that's why I had to make a video of it. Please provide some constructive feedback in the comments section and don't say any hurtful things because that would make matters worse for me because I'm already incredibly self conscious and I take almost anything to heart. So now I hope you found this video helpful and I'm signing off. Bye.